Hello everyone, welcome to Stonehearth, me BANTO. So we're back here and we are having a new ACE update for the game. So ACE is the community expansion and I want to show you guys a thing that I really like about this new change. There's a lot of more changes. I will be linking an link to the change notes for the current stable ACE version so you guys can read it through in its full. So I want to show you guys a thing that I think that a lot of people will really appreciate, and it's actually part of the builder. So you know, when you make a house, we're gonna take one of my current ones. So let's take this one with more rooms. So here we have our house, and what they have done is a really cool thing. So instead of having for me to go in and custom made my floors like that, they have now made pre-made patterns that looks really awesome. So here for wood we have a few new ones. We got this one. So as you can see, super simple to do whatever you want to do, and it's looking a lot better than, let's say for example, if you are a person who prefers to just, I'm just gonna do it like that. I mean, this one is much better than that one. And then we have this one, which is damn awesome. So yeah, just look at those things. They are so awesome and gonna be so useful, and there are different kind of colors for them. So that's the ones for wood. Then for bricks we have a few new ones. So we have this one. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. Some nice shapes going there. So that's a few of the new ones. It does not look like stone has any new ones. We still have the old down here. So they still do exist. But then we also have this one, a new category, thatching. So this is a new way for when you are making roofs, for example, or a flooring, and you're using these sorts of colors. So they have a kind of like, I would say, moved over from the wood category to the thatching. Though I do have some inside of wood, and the reason for that is because I'm running another mod called Catect Colors, so that's the reason why I still see a few of those colors in here. But without that mod, those colors will be housed inside of the thatching category, and as you can see, here is one of the old patterns. But then we also have a new pattern, this one. So that's really cool. I really like those patterns, and I think a lot of people are gonna have a lot of uses. For example, if we would like change the flooring for this one, we could just go in like this, and then we can go to wood, and then we can just change to floor, and then we would just drag in like so. And there we go, a beautiful floor. Not much work has been done, so I can really easily change a lot of things. So let's say I want to change a floor inside of this one, and I want to have a different color, and maybe I want to have this one. So we just drag it like that, and then you can of course go in and color whatever you wanna do there. So that's really awesome. It's a little bit strange though if you wanna do it on the top floor, if you aren't using, like if you do this thing, it should work. As you can see, we have it here. But your normal block colors, they are only colors with this one. So if you would do it like for the floor above here, you would have to do like it showed you just now and change whatever color you want. Or you would have to go into the road tool. But there's a pretty big problem with it, because if we're gonna do it here, for example, it might actually work on this. I think it will actually work on this one. So there it works, but if you don't have it going all the way out here, so let's say I'm gonna make a new house just to show you guys. So it can be troublesome depending on how you make it, but as you can see there, it did work for that house. So if we were to make a house like this, for example, here we have the correct colors directly, but maybe you had, let's say, this one, and then later, let's say you would have put a lot of random colors for whatever reason. You probably wouldn't, but if you would, it would be not possible really to go inside of here and change it, because it doesn't change whatever you have colored. So to do that, then if you would do this thing, so first thing you wouldn't be, this isn't really a problem with ACE or anything, But you can't place his here, so you would have to place a block there. And then you could drag it out and that would work. But the problem is that when you remove this thing below, it will go red. But most of the time you shouldn't be running into that issue, but I mostly wanted to show you guys that we have new pattern. If you're wondering, this one, the fiber, that's part of a goblin mod that adds like fiber to craft, because goblins works a lot with fiber. And that's something we're playing on our live streams, and I will be doing so this week again. So there's going to be a scheduled live stream pretty soon with Stonehearth, and we're also going to be playing some of Planet Zoo for the first time pretty much, and we're gonna make our zoo, maybe be a little bit creative, but mostly for the first time we're going to be making a zoo. So let's see here, we did get some pasture here recently, so we have some chickens here, and in this one we can choose how many chickens we want to maintain. So maybe we only want to get eggs, then we want to have the maximum, so 5. Or we want to get some chicken meat as well, then we would set it for like 3 or 4, and then whatever it goes above that, our shepherd would go and butcher one of those, and we will be getting some meat to us. But if we're only after the eggs, we can just go for maintaining them all. And the more chicken, the more eggs. And we can improve this a little bit to make them feel more at home, and I think we will also focus mostly on doing eggs from the beginning. Later on we might want to get some chicken meat, and we will see, but for now we're really gonna focus on getting some eggs, because then we can make egg and bacon, we can make not sure what you call it. What do you call it? Pan fried eggs, or what do you call it in English? In Swedish it would be steked egg? Let's see. Fried eggs, okay. So we can make this one. Then we will also be able to make some omelette, of course. So we get mushroom and a standard omelette. So this one would be egg, carrots, raw meat, and low-grade fuel. And we also do have a mushroom omelette, which use fungi and eggs instead. So that's some pretty cool things. There are more recipes, but that's what we should start with, I would say. So we may as well queue up a few omelettes, and these are 4 quite filling meals, and that should be pretty awesome. It is a meat wrapped in an egg, part of a hearty breakfast, yes. And let's move on to the top. I want to see if we can craft as fast as possible. And we got seared meat and veggies. Oh nice, we're actually making some of that. It's nice to see. So that means we had some cooking grease, right? Because we were speaking about that in the previous episode, how it could get for cooking that. So another thing I want to do here for our little chickens, I made a little nice shelter, a little home for our chickens. So very simple, very basic, nothing advanced going on here. So under this they can seek shelter, they can stay away from the weather effects a little bit. That, you know, if it would be realistic, would probably, you know, be blown in here and stuff. But if you want to make it even more, like to protect against that, at least from one way, like we could do something like that. That's always, you know, possible to do. And maybe we should be doing so. And perhaps we can have it like that. And you can hear that this is the thatching. And thatching, how do we get that? For example, we can get it from mining in the ground. Or when grass grows up here, we can get it. And if I remember correctly, if I don't remember it wrong, you can also use wheat from farms, which, you know, it kind of makes sense, right? So we can do it like this to make it a little bit more protective, a little bit more realistic, I suppose you could say. And just fancify it a little bit, because it's hard to not do so. So there we go. A little bit protective against wind. And we probably don't need to have as many beds, because we can only have 5 chickens here. So we may as well remove these. There we go, there we have 5. So that should be all good. Another thing we could do is that we can add a thing for helping them so they can eat, so they have a place to eat. So we're gonna craft that with our carpenter. Okay, there we go, wooden mangler. So this is where we can put some food for our animals. I'm gonna make 2, because our carpenter is not very busy now, so that's a good time to get him busy doing things. That's awesome. So that should be good, but since we're having our chickens here, they can eat the grass, as you can see that grows up here. That's definitely doable. But it's good to make some better food for them, and if we go down to the bottom here, we have different kinds of food we can do. So this is animal fodder, you get 4 of them per craft. This one requires fetch and also raw vegetables. So for example, we could harvest the grass we get here, combine with vegetables, and then we get some animal fodder. But also we can make some specific meat, specific food for our chickens, which will be the podio feed. Then this one is a basket of corn. So that one will make them even happier. That should make them nicely milled food for podios, improves the quality of the animal produce. So that way we should be able to get better meat and also better eggs from chickens. Okay, we're getting attacked. But I'm gonna queue up the animal fodder, because anything is better most likely than the grass. Sheep and efficient for feeding animals, even if not exactly their favorite food. So we can do that one first, then we can do this one. Let's see, where do we have the enemies? Let's see. Okay, over here. That's where we fight most of the time. Let's go fight this guy. Faust of the Dead. There should be some new enemies, by the way, quite a few new ones. Like, I only read it through briefly, the Ace update, but there should be some mummies. And I think there was even some notes about ogre skeletons and goblin skeletons. So there's quite a few new things. So that's pretty awesome. We should see if we can get some better equipment. As you can see, our footman Valkyrie, she still have very, very bad equipment. She's using a wooden sword, it looks like. And no real armor. So yeah, practice sword and no real armor. We do have some here for Yaquest. Do have some padded equipment, but pretty bad weapons. And Varric also have pretty bad stuff. So we really should try to make our equipment a little bit better, right? It looks like our house has got done. That's awesome to see. So we need to build some more, and perhaps we should do some more roads to get around between our houses. And I'm gonna move this one. So let's see, where can we have this one sitting? There's a lot of things currently that are very, very, very temporary locations. But everything is gonna get its place eventually as we get closer to having space for everything. A message on an arrow appears on the banner. Ogre forces are on the move. They're wolves in your woods. The one who watches you. Okay, so wolves in the woods. Okay, up here. Let's go deal with them before they decide they're gonna attack us with the wolves. And let's just see for our blacksmith, what do we need to do? So we have queued up to do bronze breastplate. We need any leather for that, and we also need some thread. And by the way, the weaver with the new Ace update has also been fixed. Before it was queuing a lot of yarn instead of threads that you could do with silkweed, and that is how now being fixed. So we should definitely go and clean up us a little bit here, and I actually thought we had more of that. So let's see here. I'm just gonna queue the same as we have here. The same thing. And then we're just gonna remove these two. So there we go. We can see it queues up the thread correctly. Very nice. But we also do need to gather more fibers. So we're gonna look into that pretty soon. Reaching the camps, good to see. There's also a new potion, as you can see up here in our tracker here. This is the obligation time tracker mod. Allows us to send immersions easily and use potion really easy compared to before. Let's just fall back a little bit. A big golem bug. Oh no. Is he coming just as we approach him, like the very same second? Oh no. Please don't kill my people. But it looks like he's kinda sorta coming up for us. I'm just gonna let him be. I don't think he's gonna destroy us. Hopefully not. Only 8 the damage. That's not so dangerous. I feel like it's better if we deal first with these guys. Then we can head down there. Let's just at least break the cage. That's like the most important thing. Yip yip. Oh, you're our free wolves. Let's go deal with this guy. I want to see what we got in the chest, so let's see. Looks like we got a shield. Nice, a bronze shield. Some skulls, some ores, and some bundle of fat, that's always good. Let's break this one, because this is like Candledark camp, so if we break this one, we pretty much vanquish these guys from this land. Break their houses. Thanks, Banto, for breaking our place. We were just neutral, we just like the wolves, and we were just camping up in the mountains. Why do you have to go and fight us, man? I'm just gonna leave a few goblins, maybe. Or maybe not. Let's see, where is this guy? Here we got the wolves, and I'm looking for the big bug. Oh, there he is. He's actually sort of coming for us. Let's go deal with him. Don't think this goblin is gonna mess too much with us, so let's go down. And our heart upgrade shares, we're gonna see if we can maybe do this one soon. One way I'm gonna try to get us closer to this goal is by making better beds, so we're gonna get some comfy beds. And that's gonna require a little bit of effort from our weaver and our carpenters, so we can make some comfy beds. So this guy's quite easy, but he do have a lot of health. I'm just gonna bring them there, because I do think my cleric got stopped up here, yes. If we find someone wounded, we'll pretty much go after that one instead of following a troop, so I totally recommend you guys, when you want to move somewhere and attack someone, instead of doing what I did here, my mistake, is to send a move command, because then you will guarantee that the cleric is gonna follow along with you, else he might be somewhere else, having a party with goblins maybe. So definitely new weapons, as you can see. We need to be able to defeat these guys a little bit easier, so let me just check into the blacksmith a little bit more, because we highly need better weapons, and anything is better than we got. So we may as well start with making some bronze swords. And we can use this one both for our footmen and also for our lord. So there we go, guys, we won the battle. But let me show you guys here. So if you haven't played with Ace before, it's very interesting with your soldier's equipment. Because if you make a sword, you have this thing. So this one does minor hamstring and moving slightly slower because precise aim and wounds. So using a sword will actually slow down your enemies. And then we have like a bronze axe. This will cause bleed damage. Removes free health every 10 minutes for 40 minutes. So that will be, you know, 3 times 4. That's how much health you're gonna be losing, so you're gonna be losing 12 health during this time. So it's a nice extra buff. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but it is still pretty good. It looks like we already made a sword, awesome. I'm gonna make an axe here, so we have a little bit of bleed damage. I do not think they stack together. Maybe different levels of them stack together, because instead of minor open wounds, you might be having, let's see, find an axe that has it. Some of the weapons doesn't have it because they haven't been updated to Ace. But we have, for example, the Iron Battle Axe here, bleeding 6 health every 10 minutes for 40 minutes. So this one is twice as good as the other one. So 24 health per 40 minutes. At 40 minutes, it does go pretty quick in game, depending on the speed you use. So it's a nice little buff. So pretty cool. So that's gonna be nice. I wanna make I'm gonna make another sword for now. They're pretty basic to make, only a little bit of wood and a little bit of bronze. Daily update, nice, we beat it. A trader approaches your town. If you make me 4 wooden anglers, I will get you 1 bronze crossbow. Yes. That is so good. Alton Woolden. Should have, I guess, a 4 or a 5 in body, considering the health. 5. So there we go. Professor trait. So the person joining today is gonna be Madamus. So welcome to the town, Madamus. Thank you for joining. And our current name list is, for the moment, is gonna have it locked for now, because I have so many name requests and I'm gonna make sure I can fill everyone in that I got on my list so far. And I had a new ID for our barn hatch here. I'm not entirely sure how it looked when we looked the last time. But I played around a little bit with these barn things, and I feel like I found a better way to do them. So let's see here. I'm just going to destroy this one. So there we go. And let's see, do we have one? Yes. So as you can see here, this one doesn't wanna go here, right? Because it's hooking to this side. So what I did when I played a little bit before, just for fun, I went inside of here. Then we are just gonna make some basic stairs to go down here. So like that, and that will pretty much reach the bottom, right? So then we should build that. So I'm just gonna send a little mining mission from my golems for now, just so they will go away from there. Because they are sorta in the way from me up there at the moment. Okay, so there we go. Wildcats approaching. Okay. So let's see here if I can do the thing I wanted to do. And I wonder if I need one more block there, maybe. Let's see. Yes, there we go. So we have to remove these ladders. Because if you have ladders, you can be building. But we got some wildcats. Oh, there's a lot of them. Look at them. Don't kill Supa. Let's bring my people over. Let's rally everybody. Let's see, where do we have our people? Valkyrie, Varric, and Yaquez is on the way to the battle. Let's meet over here. And looks like we got some new weapons. Got a copper sword or bronze sword at least. A copper sword wouldn't probably be so good, right? So that's good to see. Some new equipment. We get a bit of a better shield for Yaquez and a new sword for Supa. But I do think that, for example, Varric has to level up to equip that sword. So level 1 is probably not possible. But it should be possible for, let's see here, Varric to get the two-handed axe later. And Yaquez should be able to use the sword that Valkyrie is using at the moment. Valkyrie is level 6, awesome. Okay, let's see here. This golem is so much in the way, I'm just gonna get him up there. There we go. So we're gonna build that thing. Why is it not working? That's weird. Actually, it do look like what we have here should be working. Looks like it should be a stair. So let me show what I was about to do before. So we have the hatch here. Then instead we would drop it down one step. And I think this actually looks a lot better. And this is probably the way that I prefer it the most. Now we should be able to go down there. And now we should be able to place maybe some storage if we have some boxes we have down here. So we can fit in some stone chests at the bottom. And perhaps a leather-bound chest to have a little bit more storage down here. And I see we have a few more golem bugs we could put out. Let's put them to good work so they can loot for us. Let's see how they're doing here. This one is almost done. I think we might need to get a little bit more of fetch. And as you can see, we do have already a few chickens and a little chicken egg. There's the egg. That's a chicken. So let's drop down our wooden mangler, and we also have to do new ones because we did get a trader as you saw before, and it's gonna be a really good one. Let's see, 5 days. Okay, so we do have quite a long time for it. So 4 wooden manglers. Sometimes you get really terrible trading requests, but sometimes you get these like really good ones. Like this one is a really good one. So I'm just gonna do a few extra. I prefer to go a little bit of extra of those things. And let's see, wooden market stall. Let's see about Weaver, how's he doing? Okay, we do need to fix the Fred situation. Panting refugees appear on the horizon. Our group was just attacked by goblins. Flee! Okay. Interesting. Okay, they got another camp up here. Let's go deal with them. And we should be having a little bit of a better setup then. Maybe we have equipped something more. I do not think so though. Because it looks like Valkyrie is refusing to let go of that sword. But it does look like Yaquez actually found the other bronze weapons. That's nice. And soon level 2 with Varric our Lord. And level 2 we will be getting first responder. Okay, your Lord. Okay, so the Lord have the same one as the Footman. Oh, interesting, but that's pretty good. That makes sense, right? So let's start with breaking the cages. I feel like that's the best. And we're gonna get a new herbalist soon because I want to be able to make fertilizers, because fertilizers makes us get better crops and more crops and faster crops and all that good stuff, and it's really useful. Let's break this guy first, because this guy shoots some darts at you and they will deal damage over time for a long period of time. I'm not sure if it's as long as it used to be, but if we are looking, let's see here, and get Varric. Sleeping Toxic in 19 minutes. And this one lasts for 8 hours, losing 5% of their health every 30 minutes. This poison will only damage down to 75 of their total health. So it's not really that dangerous. It will never kill them, but it will bring down their health for in like pretty much 8 hours. So it can be pretty dangerous sometimes. Let's see here, Mummies. Okay, there's the cleric. I was thinking I missed him first. Let's go break this one. Yip yip. Oh, you are 3 wolves. Maybe Varric will be getting his level soon. So he can be a level 2 lord. Gee, he should be really close. Yeah, super close. If we just defeat like maybe the last goblin here, we might get a level. I do hear some battle music still. Oh, there's a goblin. Let's go deal with him. So now, as you can see, if we get to the hit thing, I don't see the debuff on him, but he should be getting slowed down by my people. Varric level 2 lord, awesome. Very nice. And I'm really looking forward to like see how the ogre and the goblin skeletons are gonna look. They're probably gonna be pretty awesome. I hope so. But we need to build more. There's a lot of things. I know we haven't really built much new in a while, but at the moment I feel like mostly we are focused on gameplay, but we will be focusing on new houses eventually. So it will be a lot more building sometime soon. And we need to do our real farm here somewhere soon, but I feel like, yes, I want to maybe get a few more fields here. To do it like that, and we can grow perhaps more silkweed or maybe some flowers, because we ain't really grown any flowers for now. I might be adding some flower grown. I'm just gonna do some at this side maybe. Like so. And maybe some bright bell. Like you see, this one is actually flooded by water simply because it's raining at the moment. And we can do some frost snap on this one. But maybe that's not good, because this one I'm pretty sure that prefers to grow in the winter season. And we have autumn at the moment. So... or maybe it's just the water. And autumn ends in 12 days, so we're getting closer and closer to that. So I'm just gonna do some of the frost snap. Let's do that. So it should be good, and then we'll do some more silkweed in that one maybe. Should be useful. How many farmers? We only have 1 farmer. So later on we might want to have like 2 farmers, so maybe 2 cooks or something, so we can supply the needs we need. Though we do have some golems that help with a lot of things, so they are very useful still. Okay, so then we're gonna make some new silkweed, so we get enough for our weaver to work with. It's gonna be nice. And let's look at our net worth. It needs to go up a bit, so I'm thinking that we will do another of my houses here, or should we do a different house? I felt like I wanted to have 4 of these houses, because I think that would look pretty nice. And we do need to get more bed spots, so would make sense, I would say. So this one is going to be 4 in distance from the road, and I guess I'm going to match it with the other side. So 3 from that one, that should be the spot. There we go, looking nice. So like I said, with our floor tool, if you want to, we can change the flooring. And I'm going to do it for this one, yes, for fun. And we're going to be using this one. So there we go. And in this room, it's going to remove a few things. And I'm going to change the floor in this one. And I'm keeping this one because that's under the wall, so it doesn't really matter. And you don't really have to build this one if you want. Like, you can probably skip those under the walls, and maybe your house will build a tiny bit faster because of it. So there we go, a little bit of a custom flooring. So I feel like we are pretty much ready to build this one. And we're just gonna remove the furniture. We're gonna be adding it later, but for now, as for the building speed's sake, we're gonna be removing them. And we will be decorating afterwards. So that's gonna be nice. We do need to get some beds in here though. So let's see if we can make some beds. So we wanna make the comfy ones, because that will make your halflings happy. So we can do like the comfy bed, this one. And there's even a fur bed, a comfy one. Maybe you can't, okay, you can't do this with this, guys. So I think you have to be the Nordlings to do that one. And this one, I'm not entirely sure if this one counts as an like comfy bed or not. The name is fur bed, wrapped up tight amongst the layers of soft fur. But at the same time, it's probably going to be a lot better than mean bed, because this one has 2 in appeal, meanwhile the fur bed has 12. But of course the comfy one has 15, but requires wool and cloth. And then later we can also do, for example, the ornated comfy bed, 32, which is an insane increase in appeal. So that will make halflings even happier, because they have a beautiful aesthetics around them. But for now, looking at the things we got, I feel like fur beds is our first upgrade. So let's do 10 of those. So first we have to do the bed frame, then we do mean beds, and then we upgrade them to fur beds. And we do have a pretty good amount of furs, so we should be pretty safe on that side. So that's pretty nice. Let's see if we can get an another herbalist. I feel like I want to make Madamus my professor. He's gonna be my new herbalist. It feels like a kind of fitting trait to have. So he's gonna be making some new, you know, some fertilizers for our farms later. It's gonna help everything grow. And since we have autumn now, everything is gonna grow a little bit slow because it's gonna be very flooded. Like you saw here, even if I want to grow it here, it's gonna be flooded because of raining. And we have thunderstorm, then we have partial showers, and then we have cloudy. So the weather is not gonna be very good. Not much sun, a lot of rain, flooded places. Look how fast they're building. I just love how fast they do the flooring. That's so nice to see. But yeah, guys, this is gonna be it for today. I want to thank all of my current members on YouTube that support me. I want to thank SF Larsen, Naduki GP, Jay Yernak, and Justin S for supporting me as members on my YouTube channel. So thank you very much, guys, for helping me out. And if you guys want to do so as well, feel free to do so. You hit the blue join button under the video. That way you can join against my badges, emotes, and you can use them in the comments. There will be like a special badge. Whenever you are a member, there's a special badge both on chat on live streams, but also in the comments. I can really easy see your members in there. So feel free to do so if you wish. If you don't want to do so, that's totally fine as well, of course. So guys, thanks for watching today's episode. Hope you enjoyed, and also keep your suggestions for houses coming. I will be looking into them and hopefully make them into reality as we grow our town together, because that's one of the really fun things with doing series of this game. So guys, thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon again, everybody.